Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this session focused on meetings in Webex. My name is Brian Morris. I'm a product manager here at Webex, and I'm joined by my colleague Gautam Gupta, who leads product management for the meetings product. Today, we'll be talking about the innovations that Webex is bringing to meetings to help people connect, communicate, and collaborate better. One of the biggest challenges businesses faced during the pandemic, and will continue to do so in the hybrid future of work, is how to deliver an inclusive experience and create a level playing field for all of their employees. That is regardless of their location, physical abilities, personality type, and language. Gautam, tell us how at Webex we've made a concerted effort to create equal experiences for everyone. That's office and remote workers, introverts and extroverts, those with disabilities, and those whose native language isn't English.
Thanks, Brian, for that introduction. One of the best things about face-to-face meetings is that you connect with both presenter and content better as you see speakers' facial expressions and get visual cues from the body language. You can also focus on other people in the meeting, people who are important to you. Given that 90% of the meetings since the pandemic has one or more people joining remotely, it has become a challenge for remote attendees to feel equally connected and participate successfully. Webex has introduced customizable stage layout to address just that. With this feature, any meeting attendee can drag and drop anyone's video onto the stage along with shared content and the active speaker. Users have flexibility to bring up to 8 people in their personal view. One example would be for a person with hearing disabilities to see both the active speaker and sign language interpreter along with presentation in one view. We have also made content more interactive for presenter, just like in-person meetings, with our immersive share feature, which allows presenters to put themselves in front of the content. They can resize their video, move it around, and can point to the content while presenting. Remember your favorite live weather TV broadcast? Both customizable stage view and immersive share are great features for solving the challenges of seeing shared content, presenters, and speakers better in a hybrid environment. But in some meetings, you may want to brainstorm ideas in more interactive way instead of having one-way presentation, or introduce an ad hoc fun element through gamification, or quickly exchange and document ideas. During in-person meetings, such interactions are easier. But with hybrid meetings, this has become a challenge when not everyone is in the same room. That's why we provide a seamless integration with third-party applications that allows any user to bring leading visual collaboration tools like Miro and Mural, or enterprise content management applications such as Dropbox and Smartsheet, or prevent meeting fatigue from virtual meetings with apps like Thrive Reset and many more into the meeting via embedded app framework that allows people to distribute it across multiple locations to collaborate together. Simply click on the apps icon on the bottom left corner, select the app you want to embed, sign into that app's account, and you can start collaborating with your team without stepping out of the meeting in a matter of seconds. I have just been talking about the innovations we have added to make the video layouts and visual collaborations really flexible, intuitive, and useful for our users. Now let me turn it over to Brian, who talk about the innovations we have launched to improve the audio experience of Webex meetings, especially as people work in hybrid mode.
As Gautam mentioned, I've been working out of my home office since the pandemic began, as pretty much everyone else is. While working from home, it can be very easy to unintentionally introduce background audio distractions into a meeting. Many of us share our homes with our partners, children, and pets who can create background noise and cause unintended distractions and interruptions during a meeting. To help with this, Webex has implemented the world's most advanced background noise cancellation capabilities in our meetings product. Webex Smart Audio can intelligently remove the noise interruptions. When I'm working from home, Webex Smart Audio can remove noises such as keyboard noises, air conditioning, or even pet noises. And I'm sure if, like me, you have a dog, he's the first person to let you know when the postman arrives in the middle of that important meeting. Background noise distractions, though, aren't just a problem at home. As many of us start to return to the office, we may find ourselves working in shared desk areas. Webex Smart Audio can also assist here. We've enhanced Webex to intelligently optimize audio for my voice. Smart Audio not only removes the noise around you, it also removes nearby background voices, allowing people in the meeting to focus just on your voice. But what if we are meeting as a group or a team? Well, in that case, with our latest enhancement to Smart Audio, we can optimize for all voices. In this case, we will remove noises, but we'll also enhance voices nearby. So as you can see, Webex Smart Audio is allowing our users to work from anywhere without the anxiety of being disruptive or not being effective. Webex Smart Audio is just one capability we've added to Webex meetings to make sure you have a great meeting experience. Gotham, tell us about some of the other capabilities we've been working on.
As you can see, we have added several features to make sure that office and remote workers can participate equally in meetings and have the same consistent collaboration experience. These features resolve some of the challenges that virtual meetings create compared to in-person meetings. But can virtual meetings be actually better than in-person meetings? With the innovations we have added to Webex recently, we believe they can be. In every company, in every department, in every team, there are people with different personalities. Some might be comfortable speaking up in a meeting, but others might not be, even if they have great ideas to share. With Slido integrated seamlessly into Webex meetings, you can now invite and encourage participation from everyone in meeting and have them answer polls anonymously, so everyone can express themselves freely. Let's take a look at a demo of how this could work in your meeting. With the Slido capability built into Webex meetings, I can easily create a poll for my meeting attendees. I start by choosing which kind of poll I want to use. Slido gives multiple types to handle different types of polling requirements. I can create a single question, a quiz, or ask attendees to rate or rank items. In this case, I'm going to create a word cloud where attendees enter a word in response to my question. I create my question, which today is, "Where are you joining us from?" Can now open the poll to attendees. As they respond, the word cloud is built with the text size indicated the number of responses. A poll can be as fun or as serious as you like with Slido. For example, here is an emoji-based poll. With polling, word cloud, Q&A, surveys, quizzes, you can create a truly inclusive and engaging experience with Webex powered by Slido.
Another barrier that open and effective collaboration runs into is language. Not everyone speaks English. Webex now supports translation from English to 108 different languages as part of real-time closed caption in a meeting. We're planning to support additional languages, that is non-English spoken languages, that can be translated into other languages also. But we're taking this one step further in removing language as a barrier to collaboration, especially for high-stakes meetings where a human interpreter becomes necessary. We're doing this by introducing a new feature called Simultaneous Interpretation. This feature allows a host to designate a new role of interpreter when you're scheduling a meeting. You assign them a specific translation responsibility, and you can even specify handoffs between them and a successor in case the meeting runs over 30 minutes and you need to switch interpreters. When an attendee then joins, they will be able to select the audio channel that they want to listen to. So they will actually hear the meeting audio plus the interpretation in their preferred language.
So far, we have talked about and demonstrated our innovations in breaking down barriers and silos between office and remote workers, introverts and extroverts, and geographic and language boundaries. We believe that immersive share, customizable stage view, smart audio, polling by Slido, real-time language translations, and simultaneous interpretations will foster a more inclusive collaboration environment that provides equal opportunities for everyone to participate actively, effectively, and confidently. But you shouldn't just take our word for it. You should hear from our customers who have been using some of our innovations to solve challenges of creating a more inclusive environment. We are excited to share a story from Tetra Pack, one of the world's biggest packaging manufacturers. Let's hear from Romulo Alvarado about how Webex helped them solve a business challenge they faced when the pandemic hit. Thanks, Romulo, for joining us. Tell us about Tetra Laval and what the company does. What is your role at the company?
Yeah, Tetra Laval consists of three industry groups: Tetra Pack, Sidel, and Delaval. And they are all focused on technologies for the efficient production and packaging of food. In Tetra Laval, they created a group called Food for Development, and which is the one I work with. And the main objective of Food for Development is to drive development to the entire dairy and food value chain through two programs: school milk and dairy development programs. I'm a dairy specialist, and I work as a project manager in dairy development programs around the world. Around 867 million liters of milk are produced worldwide per year, and 42% of that milk comes from smallholder farmers, mainly in developing countries that have a long tradition of milk production, but only a small portion of the locally produced milk is collected, processed, and packaged due to the lack of infrastructure, cooling, and processing capabilities. A considerable amount of the milk is lost in the early parts of the dairy value chain that I mentioned before. In 2011, the Dairy Hub model was launched by Food for Development, and it aims to secure a long-term supply of local produced milk by linking smallholder farmers to a dedicated dairy processor. So we provide hands-on training and transfer practical knowledge through these dairy hubs to help increase the supply of locally produced good quality milk, as well to improve farmers' profitability.
How did the COVID pandemic affect your role and the company?
Well, we went from having hands-on boots on the ground trainings. 50% of our time was traveling to the different projects around the world. We went from that to not being able to work, and at the beginning, even to communicate with the customers. And that is required to have the impact in the ways that we have had previously. We needed to figure out a new way to work, a new way to have real impact in the projects, and a new way to inspire change in the minds of people that we're working with.
How did Webex help you solve the challenges you were facing?
Well, Webex was initially the platform that we were required to use. And back then, Webex and the world-class support they have has enabled us to solve some very unique challenges. We are training people who are located in very rural areas with dodgy reception in Africa, Asia, Latin America, and Southern Europe. They are not always on laptops. In fact, they are often on their mobile phones. And all in all, it's a tough situation to be able to transfer knowledge successfully. The mobile phone app, the possibility to use and share video in low bandwidth situations, the possibility to have the audio dialed in for a better experience, that was great. Webex has become now is much more significant to our project than just an online training platform. The ability to have real-time translation is gold. We are talking about technical specialist topics and in a second language that can be difficult. The technical development of the Webex platform from where it was to where it is now, it's so good. It's really become the online training platform we'd want to work with. But just the technology would not be nothing without the human contact and support that we have received from the Webex team, which has been incredible with their focus and performance driven customer support.
What impact has Webex had on helping Tetra Laval achieve its goals and mission?
Throughout the pandemic, many of our customers faced unprecedented challenges due to supply chain disruptions caused by the COVID lockdowns, and of course related to travel restrictions and many other factors. So the easiest thing to do for us at that time was to put our projects on hold, and customers would have understood that because of the situation. However, through this online training curriculum that we were able to develop, our projects have been able to continue. We have been able to continually transfer knowledge, and our farmers' lives has been able to continue improving. Right now, we have 10 dairy hub projects covering near 30,000 smallholder farmers around the world, and that have been invited to participate in these trainings. And the response has been extremely positive. And if I would like to share some quotes from our customers, if that's okay. We have, for example, Jibril Sek. He's a milk procurement manager with our partner Tiagro in Senegal. And he quotes, "The distance training has been more than beneficial. The modules developed were of high quality, and we are applying them directly on the farms. A big thank you to the entire Food for Development team for their continuous support and search for solutions for the achievement of our milk collection objectives." Another quote from a customer in Albania, Saviola Shaholari. She's the Human Resource Organization Development Manager. "I would like to truly thank you for all the support and assistance you have provided to us until now. It has been of great value and a good use for the benefit of our great assets, which are the farmers. And given the success that we have had, we have been able to sign 4 new dairy hub projects in this time, and 2 more will be signed in the next months."
As you think about future of hybrid work, what role do you see Webex playing in that future?
I think hybrid work is here to stay. There are many benefits to both individuals and companies from this new way of working. Of course, there are downsides as well, but I can't see work ever going back to how it was. Webex will continue to enable success hybrid work. And if the development pace of Webex continues in the next years, it has the last 18 months, then hybrid work will be seamless.
Thank you, Romulo, for joining me today.
Thank you.
What an inspirational story. And we are so proud that Webex was able to help Tetra Pack continue to deliver on their mission of creating a more sustainable and equitable world. We hope you enjoyed learning about innovations we have been working hard to implement in Webex meetings experience to create a more inclusive world. We want to remind you that you can get the meetings experience as part of Webex Suite, the world's first best-of-breed suite for hybrid work. If you would like to learn more about our product, please visit webex.com, where you can try a free version of Webex, or contact sales to inquire about our enterprise offerings. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of WebexOne.